Hello. You might have not seen this face in a while now. In live motion, not with the days and everything that's been going on. No, this is the first time in a while that I've shown my face onto the best me that I can be. This YouTube channel I've created. Ooh, long and long. There was once a time where I would make daily, like not daily, but like updates within my life. Well, that kind of slowed down because I've been in and out with honestly, I don't know what I'm in and out with really. I was gonna say depression or something, but I'm not even diagnosed, even though I show multiple signs of it. Hoarding and losing interest in many activities that I do, frisbee days, and losing motivation. Um, why would I be like this? Why am I like this? Well, it's a month away until graduation. The graduation. The graduation I've been dreading since freshman year. High school graduation. I'll be becoming a full grown adult in 2 months. And it's it's closer than I thought. Everything's going, it's flowing quickly. Um just I'm gonna answer one question here. What's what happened to the best me that I can be? Didn't I say before I start senior year, I'm gonna be the best me that I can be, like throughout the year. No shame, no involvement. Just be you. You just gotta live it, man. Um, yeah, it's still on board, but I realize that I'm not the problem. I'm good with the hopping into opportunities and such and being the best me that I can be. Choices thing. It's just it's everyone else's fault, isn't mine. The reason is that uh, there's a lot of events, pivotal events that have like altered my brain chemistry. Um, Let me just first start with the Volley Fest thing in 2020. Yeah, September of 2025. Um, Long story short, I went to this like volleyball sports game, which is unlikely of me because I don't go to other games at school besides football. But yeah, I went to a volleyball thing. I hate volleyball. I hate everything of it. Every time I play it, nobody lets me hit the ball because they all hate me. But whatever, it's not about me. It is about me. But that was taken from me from someone. Um, so yeah, I was there at the Volley Fest, and they told us to go. Since I'm link crew, um, they encouraged all of the link crew members to be there because there were going to be up and coming high schoolers there. And I said, sure, why not? I'm going to show my face to everyone. I'm going to blow these minds of these little eeny weeny middle schoolers, and they're going to be like, who was that guy? And they will never see me ever again. It was it was something good coming from. And yeah, it was horrible. First of all, I I am so dense. I am so bad with ideas. Why haven't I thought of that? hmm I haven't said it yet, and I just got angry just thinking about it. Okay, but just long story short, people were cheering for our volley team. It was North versus South rivalry schools because North and South, and yeah, we were cheering for South, and of course everyone's normal is clapping, and I was clapping too, duh. But I threw in a couple woo, and because I thought that would get the attention, like streaming onto me because I would be like the loudest cheerer. And oh boy, I look out in the corner of my eye and I see someone, a certain figure, a new figure with its senior year, the favorite, the Link Crew favorite, this guy named Humberto Di Haro. His name is his nickname, alias, is Beto, and I said, "Oh no, what the fuck is he doing here? I already knew something was going up his. I just knew he had something under his sleeve. He wanted to do something. I just feel it, and boy, he did. He put on a show for everyone. While everyone was screaming, I heard a loud yell that echoed across the entire gym. I look out in the corner of my eye and I see this fucking dipshit with his shirt off. With his shirt off and going like, woo! Oh, what a disgrace! That's disgusting! Is what would happen if I did that. Alright? If I did that, everyone would be like, it's like there, but everyone, for some reason, everyone looked at him and they were like, it's so funny. And of course, he's with his friends and shit. He's doing this. He's doing this and shit. He's throwing his shirt around like a fucking maniac. And nobody is giving the... Sorry. Nobody is saying shit to him. Nobody's like, hey, there's no fucking security guards going after him and being like, hey, that's not allowed. Plus, no security guard is telling him that. Alright? No weird stares. You know what? Yeah, there were weird stares, and that kind of hurt me. Because I imagined that to be me. Alright? He ripped his shirt off. Piece of shit. He's just like, ah! You know, I can't do that, because I love my shirts. Alright? I just imagine this is too far. The school wouldn't allow this. And, you know, I just felt so... I felt so irrelevant in that time. And, you know, after that, I kind of just, like, deflated. I no longer participated in cheering. I, like, even cried when I was, like, driving back from my scooter. I left early. You know, I left early. And what fucking hurt me is that I opened the school page because, like, they had stories, and I'm like, okay, I have nothing else to do with my life because I was here in my bed just doom scrolling on TikTok and Instagram Reels, so I just decided to do something. And there I saw him, that piece of fucking shit, on the school's official page, swinging his shirt like a fucking homeless hobo bum, doing this bullshit on the official school page. And it's like, this is how volley season is going to, how it makes us feel. And it's not. One thing I forgot to say is that this asshole is the quarterback of our football team. And he's also an ASB leader. So who am I to judge? He's 10 times more as popular as me. He's more good looking. He has all the girls feeding. Okay, just wait there, alright? Everyone admires him, sure. It's just bad luck at my point, because I look like a lump of lard. Of course, everyone will actually vomit if I, like, ever took my shirt off in the school and just started doing this. Everyone would vomit, like, simultaneously, and I would not be posted on the school's Instagram page No, I would be posted on the school's fucking wanted list or fucking shit, and I'll be put on the blacklist and I'll be suspended for 5 days. And I felt horrible. Um, well, I thought it was over, but no. Um, there was a homecoming dance, my first ever dance that I've ever attended. Um, it was going to be special because I've never went to a high school dance before, and that was my first one. And I went there. I was nervous as heck. Oh wait, before this, I would like to say something real quick. The tickets were $10, as cheap enough you could be for a high school party or high school dance. So I I only had $20, so I gave the finance window the lady. I gave her I gave her the $20 bill, but I was too stupid to tell her, hey, can I get the $10 back? Cause I don't know what was up with me, but I gave her $20, and I I bought 2 tickets. I bought 2 tickets. Nobody else went for me. Nobody went with me. All right. So I just bought 2 tickets. I didn't even notice that until like much later. Much later. So I went to my friend's house and I was telling her how I'm gonna pull out these moves and shit. I was actually like perfecting my dance moves. I've learned the shuffle and the moonwalk beforehand, just to like, spice it up a little bit. When I first entered the homecoming the school gym, um everything was so empty. Well, probably because I went there early, but it just felt so liminal. Cause like, imagine this is the school gym, right? It's like this big, like as wide as my computer. Just imagine, and that's how much of the dance was used. And a bunch of this was, it was just dark. It was dark. There was no equipment over there. Just like fallen balloons that like just happened to be scattered over there, and trash. And there was supposed to be a DJ. I saw no DJ, so I thought I came really, really early. Because I like being early. Boy, did that have to bite me back in the end. So, right, it was homecoming, and a bunch of people came over. And there was like a little photo booth. You could take photos, and I took multiple photos of myself there. There was like a little ring light, but you had to like, do the maneuver. Whatever. It's just bullshit. And Flashing Lights by Kanye was playing. Oh, I felt so hyped. And I started dancing before the main music ever came on. Nobody was on the dance floor. Um, the thing is that, I had like my little fanny pack, I had like my bow tie, I had my cool flannel. I even brought my goggles that, never mind, my mirror is over there, but my goggles, steampunk goggles that I wanted to use for Halloween, which is like right way after that. So yeah, that happened, and I even bought glow sticks. I bought glow sticks because I figured that homecoming was going to be dark and there's going to be a cool party. If I like brought like glow sticks, so it'd be cool. I would like put them all over me, so like I would be like glowing and shit. It was great. I envisioned me being lit up and everyone they're like, wow, that guy's like just like lights all over and shit. It was so awesome. I imagine like the lights all out. Well, when I got there, it was even like way dark. The gym, there was like there was like a little entry passageway for the gym, and it was like lit, and there was like lights, and that kind of ruined the effect that I wanted to go for. But whatever, it's the beginning of the party. I imagine like the lights just go off like as soon as like it actually starts. But who knows when it actually starts? The DJ isn't even fucking there. The only music sort of, there's a security guard next to like the controller panel for the music, and what I see is her phone, and she's like, Every time a music goes off, she goes to another one, and I'm like, okay, maybe the DJ's running late because it's about like 30 minutes after I got there, and I got glow sticks, and the only good interaction I got there was these girls are just like, oh, do you glow sticks? And I'm like, yeah, and they say, can I have one? And it's like, okay, here's a glow stick, and they got it, and like, hee hee hee. I'll come back to that later. And so it actually starts. Um, yes, this it actually starts. I never know when it actually starts, but they played Cupid Shuffle. Of course they did, and they played the Cha Cha Slide. Of course they fucking did. So I kind of danced it out. It was pretty awesome, but I did the Cupid Shuffle and it sings a lot. There was like bunch of like songs that I didn't really know. I mean, I know, but like I don't, like it. But I had to dance to them anyways because I did not spend $20 to be there, right? And so I just started dancing as much as I could dance, and some girls were like, ugh. And lo and behold, who I fucking saw there? Beto. Humberto Di Haro there with his little goons. He had a he had a black cowboy hat, all black fit. The girls fiend over that. When I saw him walk in, I just saw my heart drop. Well, I didn't actually see him walk in. I did not even know where he came in. It was more of a jump scare because we were kind of dancing, right? And then he just came out of nowhere with his douchebag ass fit, and he was like, "Hey, hey, get this circle going!" And then everyone fucking listened to him. He had such a commanding voice, and he made a fucking circle, and then he just started grinding the fucking floor. I could have done that. That could have been me with my glow sticks. So he started doing this shit, right? And I just felt pure. I was in pure defeat. All right. I just looked at it and everyone is having a good time, and I was just there. I was so astounded. Like it took some time for me to comprehend it because this is so bad. And I saw it and I'm like, oh, oh no. So he started doing that shit, and uh, I kind of just every ounce of confidence that I've had when I first got there, it kind of dropped a little low when nobody wanted to dance around me. But when I saw him, it just went straight smack to zero. I felt irrelevant. Exactly what happened at Volleyfest. I felt the same amount of irrelevancy. All right. Oh, God. That's not even the worst part. You know how it's so bad that's not even the worst part. All right. Time has passed and he isn't on the dance floor as much. And I thought this would be my time for to shine. But how? Alright? Maybe a song will play on and maybe I'll impress these chicks, impress everyone. Not even the chicks, everyone. With my cool shuffle dance moves. And yeah, my moonwalk. My fucking moonwalk. I have to, that's my final show, alright? So remember about the DJ. So I kind of asked the woman, the security guard who was like sh- putting the songs on, and I asked, "Hey, when is the DJ going to be here?" Mind you, it was like 1 hour already, and she was like, "Oh, yeah, the DJ got in a car accident, so he couldn't be here." So yeah, he isn't there, so she is a DJ. You're talking to her, she's a DJ, and she asked me this question. All right. This is a question that would change the circumstances of my life. It isn't like some philosophical question or nothing. She just told me this question that will determine my fate throughout high school or my life, really. It will determine my confidence. It's a high risk and high reward. do you want to cue a song? And I sat there really thinking, cueing a song. There were there were girls right after me, and they already went that, and they cued a song. They were really giddy about it. So I was like, yeah, I'll cue a song. And she was like, oh, all right, what is it? And I told her, the club can't handle me. And she was like, all right, oh, by Flo Rida? And I'm like, yeah. And all right. And she put it in the queue. Right after the song was done, first of all, I saw that the song was going to come after the girls' songs. There were girls in front of me queuing another song. I thought it was going to come after them. That would have been better. But no, it just came immediately after that song. And there was a group of girls. There were like probably like five girls. So the immediate shock that came to my face when the opening notes, when bum 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 bum, that fucking, it was like, oh, right now I wasn't even prepared. I didn't even prepare like what I was going to do and anything. Okay, I was like walking away from the security guard, and that's when it came up, and it felt so unreal hearing those notes play in the empty gym, semi-empty gym, and it was my favorite song. Really, I dedicated it to high school days and such. It was I thought it was pinnacle music. I thought everyone loved that song. News, for you information, nobody did. I was the only one. Yeah. So there was a bunch of people on the dance floor, and the notes played, and everyone just like scattered around back to their seats. And I'm like, really? All of you guys are leaving? And the girls that cued the song right, like, you know, before me, they were there, and they were like, to the security guards, they were like, boo! And I was like, we didn't, and they're like, we didn't ask for this song. Yeah, security lady, why'd you do this to me? I asked for it way after. It was my first dance, after all. I didn't know how things worked. I only knew it from films and movies and such. Um, so, you know what? I decided to dance it out. Maybe people would like me. Um, So I went to the dance floor, right? And it was no one on the dance floor. It was only me, and I was, doing my dance moves as much as I could dance, doing all this shit, and no one. Everyone, I looked. I don't think saw anyone. You know, I felt kind of hurt because I was like the only one on the dance floor, despite like two girls who were just like talking to each other, and they're just like doing this, but not really going hard. And I tried going to them and dancing with them. Maybe we could start a little dance circle like how we did with Beto, but no, they kind of just scooted away from me. Well, as much to be, they side-eyed me and just kind of scooted. I look like an absolute fucking idiot because I was dancing around these girls like a maniac, like a fucking molester. It was horrible. This was them. When the rapping part comes to like Florida, oh my fucking god. I did the shuffle and nobody fucking cared. I was it was the saddest shuffle I've ever like did in my life. Well, that was like one of my first. Holy shit. I took a quick glance on the entire like gymnasium. Everyone was on their phones, which is good because I didn't want to see them pathetically dancing to my favorite song that nobody else likes. There's um they were probably looking at me, maybe they weren't. I don't know because I didn't really get a quick glimpse at them. I was like that much in shame, but I was dancing, right? it felt awkward. I felt weird, and I was in dead center in the gym, and it was so bad, and it wasn't even the full song. It was like it kind of faded out, so it was horrible. That's not really the worst part though. Um, because I was doing it and nobody cared. The club can't handle me. Yeah, Flint. The club could handle you. They could handle you even if you're like times 100. Everyone can handle you. All right. Fucking shit. And the song ended. All right. I had told myself, well, Willis, I was dancing. I was like, the show must go on. I cannot just not dance to my own song. That was my own thing. Why would I leave when my song would be playing? But when I would dance there, nobody would else. So it was a double-edged sword. Either you do this that's bad and this that's bad. I humiliated myself in front of everyone. But that's not, well, that was the worst part. But the worser part that's like really gave it like its spice and its like consistency is when my song ended, it faded, right? The girl's song who were like right in front of me, the the that cued the song before me, their song played. So I guess the security guard just fucking set me up for failure. There were 5 girls, and of course they had to be the popular, whatever girls in the homecoming dance. And it was a Mexican song. I figure I remember, I think it was it was a Mexican song. A Mexican line dancing song. That is one of the worst genres to be ever produced. And yeah, they all started line dancing, and of course Beto had to be there. Yeah, he's in there, and they're like, yeah, Beto, woo, woo, and I was there in my just watching at them while I was like on my foldable chair. That's how cheap it was. I was just standing there, and I'm like, wow, I really hit my lowest. And I saw them dancing. As soon as my song ended, literally like half of the gymnasium just came flooding in for that song. Oh, I'm sorry I'm not the fucking favorite. God damn it, it was a fucking club song. It wasn't even like a weird song. It was a club song that I've heard multiple times in Step Up. I've watched Step Up multiple times, and I thought that's how dances are supposed to work. We're all supposed to party, but no, it's all about grinding and twerking on each other. God, I just know there was a fucking after party that I wasn't even invited to. Of course I wasn't invited to it. Look at me. My name is Flint Last Bronze, and I like jerking off in class and selfies. I like attention. I'm not athletic. I'm fat. I'm horrible. I'm weird. I'm popular. Well, I'm popular to some extent. Popular at what I do, because nobody else does it, frisbee. Um, and everyone was dancing, and I kind of, oh man, I posted, I had a Discord group chat with my friends, server, and I posted, holy shit, I fucking hate everyone at my school, and I started venting, and then one of my friends was like, oh, it's okay, you can talk to me in voice chat. I left the gymnasium, and I went to the bathroom, to the farthest stall that I could go from everything. And when I was there, I came to the call and I told them about, what happened. And I immediately broke down in tears. Everything that I felt in that moment, I felt it all. I felt everything. I swear, if you gave me a shotgun in that point of that day, that specific day, Saturday 18th, October 18th of 2025, if you gave me a shotgun, I would blow my shit right off. But like, yeah, that was that. And they were like, "Are you crying?" Yeah, duh, I'm crying. Why else would I cry? I just got humiliated by everyone and by in that homecoming. Not only did I find out that I'm irrelevant, I found that I'm ugly, and I felt that unpopular. Of course, that's the same as irrelevant, but I just gross and creepy. Those girls didn't even want nothing to do with me, even though they were semi-dancing to the song. Like, um, so yeah, I just cried and cried in the bathroom until I heard people walking in, and I'm like, okay, it's time to go quiet. And nobody ever checks. Because I was still crying. I was just sniffling. But of course, nobody checked at the end of the bathroom stall and say, "Hey, Flint, are you okay?" Nobody fucking does. Alright? I've been through this multiple times. I have mental breakdowns and nobody cares to, like, actually check up on me. Nobody. Only teachers. And when teachers do, they don't send me to an actual place that I can actually get better. They always tell me, "You can go back to class." Thank you. Yeah, I did not think of that once. You could go back to class. So I sat there on the bathroom floor in my defeat with ugly tears and snot running down my nose. And I still had my goggles on. Fucking course, I still had my goggles on. I I had glow sticks, the glow stick necklace. I had the glow stick the bracelets all over me, showing me that, you know, showing my defeat. And I realized I cannot waste these $20 that I spent. I thought it was like $20. No, I wasted $20 on this bullshit. So I decided to get my ass up and go back to the dance floor because the show must go on. Holy fucking shit. Oh, you know what? I was in the bathroom. They played California Girls. Holy shit, that's like the same genre that The Club Can't Handle Me by Flo Rida is. It's literally that's like the same thing. All right. So I went back to the dance floor. I was very, like out of it. But I tried hyping myself up. It's like, Flint, you practice the shuffle for this. All right. You have to be the best you that you could be. And I tried. Really, I tried. I went there and they played this fucking song that will haunt me for the rest of my life. Um, Love by let me just play it for you. Okay, so of course there was another dance circle, all right, and Beto was obviously the center of attention for everything, right? Um, I was in the background. I was just watching, you know, and this song played. I'm putting a dislike on that song. I fucking hate it. Anyways, you know, this motherfucker got a chair and he started making out with it, and then he started humping it on the floor, of course. And every girl was like, "Oh my god, no wonder he did that!" Oh, and everyone was like, "Yeah," they were singing to that song. Everyone loved that song. I never knew. They like that song more than handle me. So I I even have a picture. Um, one of the last pictures because that isn't the worst thing that happened to me. That well, technically it is, but my gallery got absolutely obliterated because my phone decided to have an aneurysm, and I've lost all of my photos and all of my data from my old phone. So kind of put me into a depression for a while, but I'm here. Let me go to downloads. It's in downloads, of course it is. So I downloaded it from my group chats. Shit. There it is. Him dancing with the fucking chair was my last straw. Nobody gave a shit about me. Nobody fucking gave a shit about me. I've lost all confidence, really. You know, I was like, I want to go home. I don't want to be here anymore. So I left early. I I couldn't cry, all right, because I already cried all my tears. I was just left in this like despair. hmm And so I left, and yeah, with my scooter, I had it locked up in the storage room. And I went out, and I was like, I'm so done with this bullshit. So I just went out. And as soon as I'm in the gates, these two guys, police officers, by the way, they're like, "Do you have a good time at homecoming?" And I'm like, "Yeah, man, that shit was awesome." And I've never felt, you know, that horrible as I did on that night. I cried myself to sleep. Long story short. Hey, it's April. April 3rd. Want to know? I went to another dance. It was the Winter Formal. That was way better. Winter Formal was way better. That's. You know what? I'm telling you, Winter Formal is what I thought Homecoming would be. And what I thought Homecoming would be, it would be like, you know, let's just say Beto tried doing its antics with grinding the floor. Let's just say nobody gave a shit about that. But when I did my dance room, I was in the middle of the dance floor. On February 28th, 2026, the club couldn't handle me.